Hello everyone, today we will take a look at the Legend of the Five Rings card game World Championships 2018 Winter Court, World Championship deck. So this is basically, you get a complete deck of the World Champion from 2018, and that was Erik Baalhuis, who is a fellow Dutchman as well. I have played against him one or two times. And he was once the Crane Clan Hatamoto. Not anymore, I believe. Here is a bit of information. If you want to read it, pause the video. I will not read it. I already took the deck out because I already sleeved it up and played with it a bit. So let's take a look at what we get. First of all, there was only one stronghold back in the day, Shizuka Toshi. And as you can see, the card here is full art. Well, stretched art. So this stronghold here, you start off with 11 honor, +7 fate, and 10 influence. It gets you +2 on your strength for the stronghold. And it is a city. With an action during a political conflict, bow this stronghold. Choose a participating character with political skill 2 or lower, bow that character. Then we get a new Seeker of Air roll card. It is just that, the Seeker of Air. Nothing special about it. Just a different color scheme. And the back of this is just simple like that. It's a shame they didn't print the Keeper of Air on the other side. But I can get that. He only played Seeker of Air because that was a roll at the time. Next up we have the provinces. We're starting off with Magistrate Station. A province of 3 strength for the Crane. As an action, choose an honored character, ready that character. Then we have in Transposition, 5 strength. The province gets +5 strength during military conflicts. We all know that one. Shameful Display, very nice. And it may seem like it is exactly like the promo card, but let me show you the promo card next to it. So it's a little bit different, as you can see. So there's a bit of a variation going on. Shameful Display is an action during a conflict at this province. Choose 2 participating characters, honor one of those characters and dishonor the other. Fertile Fields, strength of 4. As an action during a conflict at this province, draw 1 card. And Manicured Garden, province strength 4. As an action during a conflict at this province, gain 1 fate. So that's it for the basics. Now let's go over the Dynasty deck first. So let's start off with the Artisan Academy. It's a holding, +1, it's an academy. And as an action during the conflict phase, reveal the top card of your conflict deck. Until the end of the phase, you may play the card as if it were in your hand. There's only one of this one in the deck. Then we have 2 times Doji Hotaru, the clan champion. It's a cost 5. And you get a 3/6 character for that cost. 3 glory, it's a Bushi champion with reaction. If you claim a ring during a political conflict in which this character is participating, resolve that ring's effect. And we get 2 of these. Then we get Kakita Kaizin. It's a 3/2 character for 3 with a glory of 2. And it's a Bushi duelist Kenshinzen. As an action, while this character is participating in a conflict, your opponent must choose a participating character he or she controls. Challenge that character to a military duel. If this character wins, move each character not involved in the duel home. If it loses, send it home. Get 2 of these as well. Callow Delegate. It's a 0/1 for 1 with 1 glory. It's a courtier that says interrupt. When this character leaves play, choose a character you control. Honor that character. And we get 2 of these as well. Then we get Kakita Yoshi, the brother of... No, wait, it's not the brother. No, this is someone else. Kakita Yoshi. Never mind that. It's a 2/6 for 5 with a glory of 3. It's a courtier imperial with an action. While this character is participating in a conflict, discard the imperial favor. Draw 3 cards. Reduce the cost of each event you play during this conflict by 2. We get 3 of him. Right, now let me say this deck was legal at the time, of course, or else it wouldn't have been printed, but it is not legal anymore, mainly because of this card, Guest of Honor. which is now banned, and we will see why. It's a 1/4 for 4 with 1 glory. It's a courtier, and it says while this character is participating in a conflict, opponents cannot play events. Now that's a bit silly. I imagine this card was banned pretty quickly after, because that's just nonsense. Doji Challenger. It's a 3/3 for 3, the glory of 2. It's a bushy duelist with an action. While this character is attacking, choose a character controlled by your opponent. Move that character to this conflict. Get 3 of him as well. For her. Then we have a Brash Samurai. It's a 2/1 for 2. 2 glory. It's a bushy with an action. While this character is your only participating character in a conflict, honor this character. 3 of him as well. The Doji Whisperer. Just a 0/3 for 1. 1 glory. And it's just a courtier. Still. Pretty colorful. I like it. Daidoji Nerishima. It's a 3/1 for 2 with 1 glory. It's a bushy scout with an action. Choose a face down card in one of your provinces. Turn that card face up. 3 of him as well. Cautious Scout. It's a 2/0 for 2 with 1 glory. It's a bushy scout. And it says while this character is attacking alone, treat the defending province as if its text box were blank, except for traits. Very nice against cards like Pilgrimage. 3 of him as well. Next up, Kakita Asami. You can also see there are 3 of her. It's a 1/3 for 3. 2 glory. It's a courtier with an action. While this character is participating in a political conflict, if you count more current political skill in the conflict than your opponent, take 1 honor from that opponent. And then we get the Mia Mystic as our neutral character. It's a 1/1 for 1. It's a 1/1 for 2 with 1 glory. It's a Shugenja of Earth, and it's Imperial. As an action during the conflict phase, sacrifice this character. Choose an attachment, discard that attachment. Now another card that has been, I believe, banned or restricted, one of the two. It is the Imperial Palace. It's an Imperial card, limit 1 per deck, and it gets you +2 strength on your province. This holding adds +3 to your side during each glory count. And that's probably why it was banned or restricted. Imperial Storehouse gets you +1 strength, and it's an Imperial card. Action, sacrifice this holding, draw 1 card. 3 of those as well. And finally, for the Dynasty deck, we get 3 favorable grounds. It's a battlefield, gets you +1 strength with an action. During a conflict, sacrifice this holding, choose a character you control, move that character to the conflict or home from the conflict. Right, so that's it for the Dynasty deck. And then finally we go over to the Conflict deck. Starting off with Voice of Honor. It's a 0-cost event that says interrupt. When the effects of an event would initiate, if you control more honored characters than an opponent, cancel those effects. Then we have 1 Censure. It's an event for 0. It's Imperial, and it says play only if you have the Imperial favor, which you will probably have with the Imperial Palace in play. As an interrupt, when the effects of an event would initiate, cancel those events. Then we have Admit Defeat, only 1 as well. It's an event cost of 1. Action, during choose a character that is defending alone, bow that character. Then we have only 1 Assassination, which is of course the event for 0 that says during a conflict lose 3 honor. Choose a character with printed cost 2 or lower, discard that character, max 1 per round. Then we have 2 times Soul Beyond Reproach. It's an event for 1 that says air roll only, and it has an action, choose a character you control, honor that character, then honor it again. So you can basically save it from dishonor, get it straight back up to honored. Court Games, staple in most decks. Still is, I think. It's an event for 0, and it says during a political conflict, select 1. Choose and honor a participating character you control, or your opponent chooses and dishonors participating character he or she controls. Max 1 per conflict. We get 3 of these. Then we get 1 Noble Sacrifice, which is an event for 1. And it says, sacrifice a friendly honored character, choose a dishonored character, discard that character. Right. Next up is for shame. We get 3 of these. It's an event for 0, and it says during a conflict, if you control a participating courtier character, choose a participating character controlled by your opponent. Your opponent must select one. Dishonor the chosen character or bow it. Next up we have Banzai. Banzai, cost of 0. It's an event, and it says during a conflict, choose a participating character. That character gets +2 military until the end of the conflict. And you may lose 1 honor to resolve the ability twice. Max 1 per conflict. Get 3 of these. And then we have Way of the Crane. It's a philosophy card for 0. It's an event. And it says action, choose a crane character you control. Honor that character. Simple as that. It's the opposite of Scorpion, which dishonors a character. 3 of these. And then he splashed Dragon, and this card, Mirumoto's Fury, is now restricted because it turned out to be quite a good card in comparison with some other clans. Scorpion played it as well. At least I did. As an event, it is a cost of 1, and it says during a conflict, choose an attacking character with glory X or lower. Bow that character. X is equal to the number of unrevealed provinces you control. Pretty cool. 2 of these. And he splashed in Let Go. It's just an event for 0, and it says choose an attachment, discard it. 3 of these. Next up we have the Ornate Fen, which is a 0 cost attachment. Gets you +2 political. It's an item and it's restricted. We get 3 of these to make sure we win in political. Then the same goes for the Fine Katana, but then it's for military, so +2 military. And we get 3 of these as well, just to get the edge in battle. Next up for the conflict characters, we have Doji Fumiki. It's a 0/3 for 2 with 2 glory, and it's a courtier with an action. During a conflict in which this character is participating, choose a dishonored participating character, bow that character. Get only 1 of her. And then we have a Menacing Iron Warrior, only 2. It's a 3/1 for 3 with 2 glory. It's a Bushi that says action. While this character is participating in a military conflict, until the end of the conflict, each participating character your opponent controls with equal or lower military skill than this character cannot trigger their abilities. Then we have a Political Rival. It's a -3 for 3 with 0 glory. It's a courtier that says covert, and it gets +3 political while defending. We get 2 of these as well. And finally we have 3 times the Steward of Law, which is a 1/1 for 1, 0 glory. It's a courtier scholar, and while this character is participating in a conflict, characters cannot become dishonored. There you have it. The 2018 World Championship deck played by Erik Baalhuis. My verdict, well, of course the deck is great. It won for a reason, but the cards, they are beautiful. I think these full art or extended art cards are just beautiful, really. And I think they should make more of these decks. And it's and it allows you to make certain decks where you have some staples in there, some extra staples like court games, stuff like that. You can just pick them out of this deck and have extra playset of it. I love it. I love the design, and I love the deck. I played it against a friend of mine, and it was actually insane. And I didn't even play the restricted or banned cards. Except for my final turn, I played a Guest of Honor, but it wasn't even necessary. So the deck itself, it plays out incredibly well. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.